One of the reasons I wanted to come here tonight was to discuss our future.
Of course.
I plan on running for office someday.
Warner.
I think we should break up.
What?
Elle. If I'm gonna be a senator, I need someone serious.
I'm seriously in love with you.
I love you.
Liar! This is the type of girl that Warner wants to marry. A law student. Going to Harvard is the only way I'm gonna get the love of my life back. For my admissions essay,
Action.
I'm gonna tell all of you why I'm gonna make an amazing lawyer. I feel comfortable using legal jargon in everyday life. I object.
Her list of extracurricular activities is impressive.
She was in a Ricky Martin video.
Aren't we always looking for diversity?
Welcome to Harvard.
Don't be scared. Everyone will love you.
Elle? I'm sorry, are you here to see me?
I go here.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
I got a PhD from Berkeley.
MBA from Wharton. I've been deworming orphans in Somalia.
2 weeks ago, I saw Cameron Diaz at Fred Siegel, and I talked her out of buying this truly heinous Angora sweater.
Malibu Barbie lives.
I've come to join your study group.
Our group is full.
Oh, is this like an RSVP thing?
No, it's like a smart people thing.
I give her 2 more weeks.
What is this?
We're betting to see how much longer you're gonna last.
You're not smart enough, sweetie.
I'll show you how valuable Elle Woods can be.
MGM Pictures presents.
Do you have a resume? It's pink.
And it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra.
A comedy about knowing who you are.
Do you think she just woke up one morning and said, I think I'll go to law school today?
And showing what you've got.
We're defending Brooke Window. You can buy her exercise tips on infomercials.
Wait! Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands.
You're fired.
What?
I have new representation.
Reese Witherspoon.
Do you remember when we spent those 4 amazing hours in the hot tub after winter formal? This is so much better than that!
Legally Blonde.
Oh, look how cute. There's like a judge and everything.
Legally Blonde, as it was released in 2001, has become a classic and introduced us to a feminist heroine, Elle Woods. Elle Woods, who decided to become a law student, is given life by Reese Witherspoon. The dumb blonde type, which has been going on for many years, is criticized with this film. The perception of strong women in the audience is limited to characters such as Trinity from The Matrix, Sarah Connor from the Terminator movies, or Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider series. But Elle is changing things up here. With the Legally Blonde movies, Elle teaches us a lot of things. Elle manages to prove to the audience throughout the film that you don't have to give up the person you are to do what you want, that you shouldn't be ashamed of the things that make you who you are. Legally Blonde, on the other hand, gives us a feminist hero as a gift. Everyone from her ex-boyfriend to the girls at her new school brands Elle a dumb blonde. This is the perception that is intended to be created on the audience at the beginning of the film. With her ornamental dog, always blow-dried hair and being in pink from head to toe, Elle looks like a stereotypical character. Despite the uniform thoughts about him and the lack of faith of those around him, he gets a place at Harvard, works hard, and manages to become the best law student at the school by winning a murder case. He refuses to let other people's opinions about him prevent him from achieving success. In fact, we witness throughout the film that everyone's contempt for her encourages Elle to do better. Even Elle's mother doesn't want her to put aside her circumstances by going to law school, but throughout the film, Elle proves that she doesn't have to choose between the two. December. It also shows that she doesn't have to choose between love and a career. December. She is also learning that it is right not to be content with a man who does not appreciate her for who she is. The society we live in always has an opinion on women. Aside from criticizing women in the most severe way possible, it is always forgotten that women are real people because of how they look and what they like, and women are constantly put in stereotypes. As a result, the perception that women are uniform is created in the media. Thanks to this perception, women are transformed into typefaces. The worst part of the job is that from a young age, the idea that this toxic mentality is normal is implanted in women, and women are pitted against each other. In addition to forgetting that women are individuals on their own, the media tries to create the perception that the enemy of women is a woman. But Elle comes across ready to break down this perception. Elle Woods is underestimated because of her appearance and interests. Her boyfriend accuses her of not being serious enough and says, "If I'm going to be a senator, I should marry Jackie, not Marilyn." He leaves her, saying, even his parents think he can't get into law school. She likes to be well-groomed. She may be investing in clothes, but this Elle does not reduce anything from her character, just like in real life. Adopting the traditional perception of femininity is not a sign of weakness. It is usual to get a manicure and talk about law. Legally Blonde does not make fun of her heroine for her interest in shopping or her passion for the color pink. Instead, it shows that Elle's fashion knowledge is not an idle pursuit, but can be just as useful as learning about political science.
Miss Wyndham, what had you done earlier that day?
I got up, got a latte, went to the gym, got a perm, and came home.
Well, you got in the shower?
I believe the witness has made it clear that she was in the shower.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Wyndham, had you ever gotten a perm before?
Yes.
How many would you say?
2 a year since I was 12. You do the math.
You know, a girl in my sorority, Tracy Marcinko, got a perm once. We all tried to talk her out of it. Curls weren't a good look for her. She didn't have your bone structure. Oh. But thankfully, that same day, she entered the Beta Delta Pi wet t-shirt contest where she was completely hosed down from head to toe.
Objection. Why is this relevant?
Oh, I have a point, I promise.
Then make it.
Yes. Chutney, why is it that Tracy Marcinko's curls were ruined when she got hosed down?
Because they got wet?
Exactly. Because isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm, at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thioglycolate?
Yes.
And wouldn't somebody who's had, say, 30 perms before in their life be well aware of this rule? And if, in fact, you weren't washing your hair, as I suspect you weren't because your curls are still intact, wouldn't you have heard the gunshot? And if, in fact, you had heard the gunshot, Brooke Wyndham wouldn't have had time to hide the gun before you got downstairs, which would mean that you would have had to have found Mrs. Wyndham with a gun in her hand to make your story plausible. Isn't that right?
She's my age. Did she tell you that? How would you feel if your father married someone who was your age?
You, however, had time to hide the gun, didn't you, Chutney? After you shot your father.
I didn't mean to shoot him. I thought it was you walking through the door.
Order, order. Order.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Bailiff, take the witness into custody where she will be charged for the murder of Hayworth Wyndham. In the matter of the state versus Brooke Wyndham, this case is dismissed. Mrs. Wyndham, you're free to go.
Elle, how did you know that Chutney was lying?
Because she's brilliant, of course.
The rules of hair care are simple and finite. Any Cosmo girl would have known.